My favorite player is two of these guys are in contention.
Well, you know what is great about this is your favorite number is 6, and there are also that many number of characters on the screen.
Oh! That makes me happy.
I don't know what that. So we're starting up with Squad Strike Winners Finals.
Yeah.
I'm not
surprised to see Burr here.
Yeah.
And I'm not really surprised. I'm not surprised to see Xillion here either.
Pretty sure Xillion won last time we did Squad Strike here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xillion's Squad Strike is actually so nice. Not only does he have his Robin, but he also has Rob, and his Rob is phenomenal.
His main in Rob.
Yeah, and his Joker is pretty solid. He might even have other characters to pull out, to be honest, but these three are very good. Meanwhile, Burr has 3 characters that he has mained at one point in his tournament career and still actively plays at least 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And the Inkling that just got rocketed off the top, as well as the Terry, who is in the back. Meanwhile, Hero holding up mid.
Can we talk about how that Inkling actually just got, like, not just rocketed off the top, but kind of rocked? Like,
yeah, as an entirety.
Zillion has said, you know, he's maining Rob now. He was in chat saying that last week while he was in bed contemplating who he needs to kill for giving him the flu.
Right.
I am too. And 39% is all he took with that Rob to take out that first stock, and now onto the Hero. You know, both of these characters have abilities to outrange each other, but Xillion doesn't care about the range part.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? This isn't a lack of experience or anything wild. This is how sick Xillion's Rob is. Burr has so much experience playing against Rob. He actually thinks Rob is super cool, as does most of HMO.
I think Rob's pretty dope.
Rob's pretty dope. But Burr is not able to stop the Rob. That is a shield grab. That's crazy.
On it, yeah. In this game against Terry, both of those things make that surprising. Ooh, got the knockdown. Xillion wasn't ready to get the knockdown either.
He is just power dunking, and that move has very little end lag the way that he's using it.
Yeah, if you don't slam yourself into the ground, you don't get the Shockwave hitbox. Yeah, you're actually looking pretty good in the end lag department, but my God, Xillion's just looking so good in the Rob department.
Oh, but we finally see that Burning Knuckle come through, take that stock, finally, of the Rob, and we have Go Mode active, so you know anything can happen, but now in comes the Joker. Will we see his own Go Mode activate? See that Arsene come through.
Well, that's the beauty about Terry in Go Mode, is that you can make sure that Arsene does not even get the chance to come out if you are good with your placement, and we'll see if Burr can do so.
At 167, still holding on to the stock. The back air comes through though. Don't need Arsene. Xillion is a strong independent Joker.
Well, that was just good recognition by him in general. Like, yeah, his Joker's pretty good, but Xillion as a player is just so nice. And he notices, like, all right, Burr has drifted past the ledge at this point. It is unlikely that he is going to change up drift and go back to ledge, so he knows that that power dunk is coming.
Yep.
And then he has the presence of mind to just say, all right, back air out there to cover. Give me game 1.
It just covers so much space. It's very non-committal, and Pikachu. Pika-Pee.
To replace the Hero, which...
Yeah. I mean, you're replacing the least tournament experienced character of yours with another. And I have not seen the Pikachu out of Burr.
Never experienced it myself.
But I do want to say that I like that his hat matches Terry's. I also really like the idea of him starting off with Terry here. It clearly was his strongest character, even if it was, you know, just as rocked kind of by the others. He was able to be more resilient with it. Hold on to some stocks. Oh, Burr used to play Pikachu and PM. I did not know this.
Interesting.
That's
Who cares about Project M? You're getting Project Dunked right now.
That's the M in Project M.
Dunked. Just like
rising tackle out of the
donuts.
Up air. That's more like Dunkin' Robots coming up soon.
Yeah, we just might see that 74%. My God, what a difference just leading the Terry makes. And you know, on the other hand, also, you know, I mean, going up against the Joker did beat his Terry in that last game, and now up against the Rob, still performing very well.
I mean, the important thing, I feel like, especially in a game of Squad Strike, momentum is super, super important. You know, I feel like any VGC players in the chat might understand if you lead wrong, you can be put on such a back foot for the entire set.
And Xillion is looking like he might be in that position, but to put himself back in before Burr even gets to utilize that go mode and even it up on the stocks. However, he is going up against quite a difficult matchup if Burr can demonstrate the Pikachu power.
Oh, geez. Going for that Thunder to try to break out of a combo. Didn't go for. Now, Pikachu does have a very good matchup against Rob. However, this might be one of the least practiced characters that Burr has. There's very different tools in this game than any of the other Smash games, especially with that Nair being how it works.
I would see this stock ending with it being like Burr maybe about like 100%. Not so as it turns out, though. He does get Xillion finally losing a little bit of that patience out of shield. You know, gets a follow-up after the Nair. But, you know, again, it's you know, Burr may have a little bit of struggle finding those kill confirms, the less tournament experienced character.
And that Thunder Jolt is so good. You can see how he was able to just keep tossing him out willy-nilly. If Xillion wanted to toss a counter projectile, it just gets eaten by the Thunder Jolt. He can run behind it with pressure. Look at this. He's able to go do it on the platform, and it still wraps around because Robin's tall enough and still harasses. It is just building the world for him right now.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I changed my mind. Burr definitely looks like he's at the very least comfortable playing this character. I mean, that's the one thing about Squad Strike sometimes is you go, I've never seen this character. Maybe the comfort level's not there, but
even at least, all I'll say is I know for a fact he's comfortable enough to toss out Thunder Jolts. And sometimes, who needs neutral when you got Thunder Jolt? That's how I feel when I'm playing Wolf and I have a Blaster. That's how I feel when I'm Mario and I have a Fireball.
Yeah.
But especially when you're Pikachu and you have a Thunder Jolt.
My point is that Burr doesn't seem to be misplacing himself on screen. His spacing is very, very
nice.
good.
Spacing very nicely. He's playing to his win condition. He looks comfy. He's not rushing it.
Ooh, he got the weight, too. Very nice. What great changes. And he's still got the Inkling left in the back in case the Pikachu's not able to finish the job.
Wow, surprised
that might be reality.
Oh, okay. Eats that fire. Barely. Barely
Barely.
Oh my god! How did he not get clipped by any of that? He's dying off the top. Easy, easy. But Xillion's sitting at 158. This is a roller. Yeah, and he went straight for it.
Whoa, healing though.
That's a very important heal.
30% healing.
Oh yeah, no, it's still gonna kill.
Yeah.
Roller
may have been mashable at that point, but
yeah.
And again, we are also talking about roller. So
yeah,
maybe
roller, maybe not. I don't see enough Inkling for that to be fresh enough in my mind. Burr doesn't play the character enough for me to look at that moment and still think, oh, he's dead. You know?
Yeah.
At 140, I was like, oh, there's no guarantees. He's dead. At 120-something, I'm like, maybe a heavier mid-weight character like Robin could. But no, there was no chance. He's absolutely gone.
Still fine. And Xillion, not the only one.
Oh.
He's not going to let Burr have all the fun in character changes. He is going to be kicking Joker to the curb and bringing a character that has connections with the name Joker, but not with the character, but with the Mexican Samus in Joker, because that is who Xillion has added to his squad, the Samus. A character that he has stated multiple times recently that he thinks is, you know, people are starting to say, this character is good, and he's saying, you're not catching the full scope.
No.
This character is better than you think she is.
Samus is a wild, very, very powerful character, especially after the buffs. I also like the idea that to swap back over to Rob as the starting. Yeah, Rob is the starter here because Rob is clearly one of Xillion's most potent characters. Made it really difficult for Burr, even after pulling out the Terry start last time and he was able to take out the Joker. It was such a close fight with the Rob, and now Rob is just rocked. One of the most important parts of Burr's team.
Yeah,
we didn't see
Burr's
much
current mate.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see if Pikachu can handle more than just getting the killing blow against Rob. That could be huge. And especially how the Inkling's going to fare. Both of these characters, really, how they're going to be able to match up against the unknown factor of the Samus now.
Ooh.
I love the attempt there from Burr.
This is something that, especially in a game like Squad Strike, when you go down this deep, you go, you know, you're not playing your main, you're maybe not fully comfortable, and you go, okay, I got to go for what can put me like directly back in contention of this game, and I don't have to have any worries, Karna.
Oh my god, right now the only contention is how many stocks is Xillion going to take with Rob alone. He is rocking it.
Looking like 2, my friend. Certainly looking like 2.
Ooh, crossing up with the Nair, but overcommitting there. Not getting the hit confirm. And that's going to be back throw, reset the ledge trap. Now Pikachu normally escapes ledge traps pretty freely, and we do see that come to fruition here. Now it's Pikachu's ledge trap, jumps over the gyro, and retreats to the ledge here so we can
I'd like to,
cover. Oh,
I was about to say, I'd love to see him just thunder, just to see if he get like the classic axe.
Perfect
and he
height.
got him.
Perfect height. And now Samus comes through, though. This is just a stray hit away. Charge shot, especially when we're setting up ledge trap here, could be so potent.
But somehow Burr able to escape with his life. It's something that you've said always has been such a great quality of him, that aerial drift that he has such tight command of, able to save him. But when the battle goes back on screen, back on stage, it just takes the one up be out of shield with that percent.
Yeah, but now we see the Inkling come through. A much more practiced character of his. Look at that spacing, pulling back, and that's
yes, he is going to look for that.
Up smash is not going to kill, so he goes for the jab, tries to set up another tech chase, and look at all this damage already. We're maybe an up throw up air. Maybe this can connect here.
Ooh, with the ink, that's a tough call. I'll have to see. Burr is looking for the grab, so could be what he needs. Neutral air to try to set up on the platform. Up throw to up air with a little bit less ink. That'll do it, and we're at an even game 3 in last stock.
After a rockin' start from Xillion with that Rob, now we're seeing it down to the wire. Bringing out the Robin, of course, to hold up the back, and doing a great job of it right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell this is the character that Xillion has put by far the most time into in this game. 106%. I mean, looking a lot like what Burr did to Xillion Samus. With
exactly. But now, finally with his feet on the ground, jumps right into that air-to-air situation. 11 Sword is so good at that, and Thoron covers almost everything there with the drip of the fire that was coming through. Burr had to buffer something to not get clipped. If he held the ledge and got clipped, it would have comboed into the Thoron. If he buffers the roll there, we saw that it got clipped by the Thoron. Neutral get up probably gets meaty hit there. Jump probably gets meaty hit there. You don't have a lot of choices when you've been checkmated into that spot. You've allowed the Robin to set up the fire, and you've allowed yourself to run out of invincibility right at the point where that will combo.
Yeah. It's very hard to approach a Robin when they have the lead. And especially, we saw, Burr's able to kind of break open the Samus a little bit, find nice ways to approach.
Yep.
But then against the Robin, it was a lot more difficult because, against the Samus, you can't really go for the air-to-air approaches, but being in the air is a little bit more of a commitment for Samus because that jump height is pretty high, and some of the aerials are a little bit more laggy than you'd like and don't cover the range outside of the forwarder. Like neutral air is kind of like a thin, precise move. So